Well, the numbers don't lie. 55 South Africans were murdered every day in the first quarter of this year. You might think government would commit more money to the police. Instead, it's cutting the budget. Let's dig a little deeper. Reporter Michael Marillier joins me now to tell us more. So, Mike, crime experts would often say that the police are the blue line for policing, but it seems this blue line is getting thinner and thinner.
Yeah, absolutely. Right in the middle of a crime crisis, Maseko. That is the problem as well. So we decided to take a look at the police's annual performance plan to get a sense of how many police are actually out there fighting crime and what does that mean for us as South Africans. So let's explore the thin blue line. As you mentioned, there's a good chance it will get thinner. Let's take a look at the numbers very quickly, Maseko. So around about 193,000 members of the South African Police Service. That's according to the police minister. We decided to take a look at the breakdown in terms of active police, so those who are actually doing policing versus those who are doing administration work. Around about 145,000 actively involved in policing as we know it. Our population as a country, 59.6 million. That was in the middle of last year, Maseko. So that's a ratio of around about one police officer to every 411 citizens. Now, all sorts of numbers have been bandied about in terms of the ideal number across the world, but I think safe to say, Maseko, most South Africans would agree that we could really do with a much better ratio than one police officer to 411 South Africans.
And also, the police ministry's budget has been going up by about 4% each year for a couple of years. Now it looks like we're going in the opposite direction.
Yeah, absolutely. So we took a look at the latest estimates of expenditure. Let's bring that up very quickly, Maseko, and you'll take a look at how the trend has been going. So the figure for this year, 96.4 billion rand. That's down from about 99 billion rand the year before. And again, we calculated how much the police are spending per South African. We're talking about 1,620 rand to protect you for the entire year, Maseko. And here's the trend that I've drawn up for you. The budget dropping 3.2% this year. The following year, it climbs ever so slightly, 0.5%. And the year after that, Maseko, 0.2%. So we are really going backwards in terms of our budget. And where are we losing most of the funding? Let's bring that up very quickly. We're going to start with detective services. So that's dealing with reactive policing, in other words, responding to crimes, down 0.7%. Crime intelligence, that's figuring out what the criminals are planning to do in the first place. What's their plan? Funding for that down 2.1%. And this is what's got a lot of people excited and upset, Maseko. Visible policing down 7%. And a lot of experts will tell you that this is the backbone of policing in South Africa. This is how you prevent crime. You deter the criminals from taking action because you've got the police on the street, the so-called bobbies on the beat. The minister said that visible policing still gets the vast majority of the budget. He said around about 51%. But the funds allocated to visible policing going down this year, and that's a big concern, Maseko. I think all South Africans would agree. They want that number going up. They want the trend going up.
Very unfortunate, Michael, especially when you think of communities such as Zandspruit, where 8 out of 9 of those young men were killed because of allegations of crime. Michael Marillier back with us, I hope, in a few moments. Thank you very much.